Hi everyone, welcome back to Factorio. Okay, so I have done a wee bit of research and I think I know what the thing is. We have to have a pump up beside it. As far as I know, I could be wrong completely. So I'm going to test this theory out. So I'm just going to go up here and get an engine because I need that for making. Where did I put that stuff off that I dropped off? Was it up here? Ah, here it is. Right, can I make one of these? Yep. I think you have to put this up beside it. So let's put the cart down properly. So this is going here, and then this is going here at the end, the way it was originally. And then I think you have to put the pump. There's where is the pump? You have to put the pump in the end. I think that has to go in there. Oh, I have to deliver electricity to it, really? Right, so we're gonna have to run this to it. Oh, I'll be able to join to this. Ah, here we go. They're filling up there now nicely. So now we can hop back in the train. And once this is done, we can take it to the copper place. That's it done. So let's take it to copper. And now we've got a thing of water coming with us. Okay, looking good so far. And I would like to get a track down here, down below here to skip all this. Right. So I'll hop out here. And then we take another pump. Which is this. And pump it in to here. And oh. So this wall's gonna have to come out a wee bit. Actually move this over. Where'd that go to? I keep getting I need to get used to the so it's going there. Then the fluid tank itself for water is going to go along here. Where the hell did that go to? Where the hell is that? Where did the tank go to? Oh, there it is. That's going here. And it's going to run all the way over to here. So what we'll do is we'll actually move this over one. So this is the chemical plant. So if we put this here, connect this here. I need to make a load of these. That should do. And then so where's that train gone to? Alright, get that to come back around. And then the wall. And then this is going to make sulfur. And then I think we need another storage tank up here. So it's not making... Doesn't seem to be pulling the stuff though. Why is it not pulling that? Oh, maybe it has... water goes in this side. Okay. That makes sense. So let me see. Where is it? So if we can do something like this. And then this is going in here. That's alright. Doesn't seem to be storing that. Oh, I think we have to pull out of it. Is it? Do we have to pull? Ah, that makes sense. So the sulfur goes into another process, so we have to make... I'm just going to put a wee chest here. Right, so that's going in there. Okay, I think I understand how this is working. So the next part we want to do is that's making sulfur, so the next thing we want to make is another chemical plant. Does it say what... So that's petroleum coming out of this. Doesn't say what comes out of these other two, does it? I take it that's not... I don't know what goes into that second one there. Or maybe it goes into a second stage of refinery. Right, so that's going into there. Let's get the other chemical plant. So that's making that. Okay, so I want to make some explosives. Alright, and then does it show which needs to go in where? So we've got water, sulfur and coal. So the water, it just shows water going in here, so let's turn that around a bit. Let's see, this water. And then the coal. And then the electricity. There we go. So does this actually blow up cliffs? Let's test it out. Or is it just a component? What does explosives do? I don't know. There's something running about there. Right, we need to get all this inside the copper plant. Yeah, we need to get all this moved inside here. It can probably fit in its own, unless we build it on down in here. Yeah, let's do that. Let's build a wall around it. There we go. Need another gun. And that's gonna go in here. Okay, I'm not too sure what the explosives are used for. They probably need to be used together. Right, looks like we're... cliff explosives. Right, we need to get back. Just gonna make a gate there actually and make things a bit easier. Right, let's go back. I'm gonna finish off that research. And you get a gate there as well. So what's happening with this? Why is that not doing cranes? Alright, so there's no cranes getting done. That's because there's no of these, and that's because there's none of those. Oh, that's completely full. And that's completely full as well. Oh Christ. Right, let's get... and there's too many plates. Right, that should help. You get this research going back on the road here. And we need to get some additional storage boxes. You can do this manually. Let's get more of that red ammo made. One. Looks like there's not enough red going. Okay, looks like we're going good here at the minute. Just keeping an eye on different things. And we'll just turn that around. That should keep things going for a wee while. Looks like we're done. Yes, excellent. We're done that. Good. Now let's check. Can we actually make that? How do you make cliff explosives? Ah. Which empty barrel. So we need right, I see. So let's try it out. That's actually pretty handy. So now we can use that to rip out that weird old turn down below. Can we actually make cliffs? Landfill. What does this do? Because we could make a moat. Of course I had to pick this route, didn't I? I'll go this way. So let me see, where's the land? Ah, handy. Right, let's head back down. So we know what the crack is with all of that. We can make explosives, which is good. Now the next thing on our agenda is to the next thing on our agenda now is to get the refiners and all set up here, or different systems. That's way off. So it is going to go around clockwise, so we are going to remove pretty much all this here, what we see in here. Just looking here. I'm just going to keep an eye on that for a second. Get rid of all this. And here as well. And just conscious of this, yeah, I think that's where they're all coming from. So we do need to take that out next. See how it's like reducing with this. 23 is not enough. Right, so what we're going to have is a whole line of stuff. Now that water pipe's in the way, but we'll move that in a second. So I'm just going to remove all this here first. And then we'll plan this here out. So this is going to do like a clockwise, but we don't want to be in the middle of this stuff here because I want to collect all that first. So this is going to do one big massive loop. Like this here. It's going to do a huge loop around here of all the stuff. So what's going to happen is all the copper's going to go on this side. Iron's going to go on this side. It's going to circulate around a huge loop. Just for now, we might have it. So it's going to have to come off this side first to go over here, flow around. Although I would prefer it, because it's where this here is, it makes sense to go around this way. Yeah, I actually prefer the belt to go around this way. So I'll remove this here first. And pull this round. Right, so we have this wall. This wall's only to show us where we can and can't build. So this is going to go along here. And it's going to come down into it. Like this. Good. So that's going to go around there. That's going to go around there. Then we're going to use these to pull the resources in. So that's going to pull things like your copper and your ore and different things. So we're going to put these around. And these are going to build different things. So what we're going to do is we're going to put the input of the items in here first. Now we need to remember is that copper needs to go on this side. And the other one has to go on this side. So this is, we'll have it make the red stuff first. The red stuff's very easy, it's just copper and it's just, you know, whatever it is coming in. So what we can do is we can circulate the stuff coming on. So let me see, if we create, how many, let's think about this. How many do we need to make this? So it's 1-to-1 ratio, but you need 2 plates. So for every one of these you need one of these. Right, so say we want 4. And so we're making these components. We'll just make components at the moment, we'll not worry about the plates. Then we need to make 2 of these. 2 of these. These are just going to spit items out. It's going to take whatever it needs and put them out. So that's going to make 2 of that, 2 of that. And then we need to make a belt, which takes one of these. So I'm trying to think of an idea here for how we're going to do this stuff. Sure, it makes sense to go up the ways. So it moves from this into this into this into this. So you have a belt for different things, different components. This is actually really hard. I'm trying to think of a good way of doing this, or a very efficient way. That way that it doesn't clog. It doesn't clog at all, because that's the main issue. Especially with oh, I didn't even research. I forgot all about researching. We'll do the weapon shooting speed. Right. How are we going to do this? So we have different components going in. One side for red. So if we imagine so we have to have all the components flowing around pretty much. It needs to pull from whatever it needs. I think filters are the way to go. Filters will grab the items that it needs and puts them into different chests until they're full. Yeah, I think that's the best way of doing it. So let's imagine have I got, I don't want all these used up. So how many potions do we have? 4. So imagine we have 4. Just gonna move this. Right, so imagine that we have 4 them going up along. So let's give it plenty of room. So this one's gonna do red. Gap. 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 And then we're going to have a whole string, the whole line, so each one of these lines going up does like each pushing different type. But we have to feed the conveyor belt with these items. Yeah, that's how it's going to work. So we have conveyor belts that goes up between. They go up the ways. And then the way it works is that these will pull whatever they need off. So yeah. So this conveyor belt that's going around, that's going to come, actually we're going to loop that back around to here. And it's going to pull off whatever it needs. And then it's going to feed into these different aisles. So at the bottom of these aisles is going to be chests with filters on them. That's going to dump these items out. Now the issue is we need to be very efficient to the way we're going to do this. We need to use both sides of the belt pretty much. So let's come down to here. And then we need grabbers on each side. So we need chests on each side. I think we're enough to go with wooden ones. I think that'd be plenty. That'd be too much. So we need 2, 4, 6, 8. Right, so these are going to go... Yeah. Right. So the belt is going to go past. It's going to feed into these here. And there's going to be these filters. So we need iron. Should have actually had a load of iron on me there. Was this too much of? It's not doing something. Why is it stopped? No conveyor belts. There's too many grabbers, that's why. Just gonna manually do this for a second. And that should speed things up a wee bit. Right, let's get back into this. Right, so we have to build these filters. And they're going to go into this. There's going to be a belt that goes along here. Probably the way it's going to go. The filter's going to go into here. The deposit into these. Wait for this. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, one more. Then what it's going to do is we're going to set these here to pick up certain items as they go around. And that's going to go up here. Now we're going to make 8 of these. these are going to load the items onto the belt. I just thought of something. They're pretty close at the minute. Yeah, I just thought of something there. Right, let's get a wee bit smart about this. So if we do this, but move this to there instead. There's no need for this. So they're going to deposit the stuff onto the right side. And we need another one. Right, so they're going to deposit onto the right hand side first. So let's think. This one's going to do red first. So this is going to sample red. This one's going to do green. This one's going to do this one, and this one's going to do this. Now, in order for it to do that there, we need to pick up, this one's going to pick up copper plates. This one's going to pick up the gear wheels. So I need to make one just for the sake of doing this. And I need to make a few of these here just to set this about. And this one's going to pick up the cog wheels. Alright, over stack size. Right, so that's going to pick up, that's going to do that, right? To make the green one, we need to pick up a transport belt and an inserter. So it's going to do transport belt, which we don't have, and an inserter. So this is transport belt, inserter. Then to make the white one, armor, patient rounds, magazine, and a grenade. We have grenades, that's good. And we have a wall, that's alright. So this is going to pick up both. So we'll tell us to pick up this and this. And this one's going to pick up a walls. And the last one, sulfur, advanced circuit, and engine unit. So this one can pick up. It needs so this one's going to have to pick up its own. So what this can pick up is sulfur and engine unit. So this one can do sulfur and engine unit. And then the last one can pick up the circuit. I don't have plastic bar though. And those are the four. Now it would have made sense to go the other way, because that's no the way expanding, because now what we've done is we've taken all that, but now we need to circulate all the stuff. So we've got, this is going to be making that and that, and pull stuff around. It's going to go around in circles. So that's doing that, that's doing that. This one needs to do transport belt and the other thing. Need to make another lemon of these. Let's go all the way out to here. These are just going to make components, fly them out onto this. And, oh, stupid. Those are going to make one when it flows into this. Suppose we can put a belt going into here. And it takes whatever on and puts it out. Yeah. If we can somehow get it to put it onto one side and then put the potions on the other so it doesn't clog up. Oh, that shouldn't be hard to do. So that's making that. That's going to make this. What else do we have? We need to make a load of stuff. Grenades, the whole lot, the whole shebang. Steel plates are gonna have to go in there as well. So we're gonna have to have like a fire and stuff. Firearm. Steel plate, that's iron. Suppose this one can do this. And this one can do, yeah, that there. It's cool and stuff. This one's gonna do this. This one's going to do, what else do we need? We've got grenade get made, we need walls, sulfur, engine units. What do we need for an engine unit again? So we need pipe. So this one's going to make pipe. This one's going to make the engine unit itself. Yeah. So we have different components doing different things. I'll probably find a better way of doing all this. But I just want to see what does what. Yeah, we'll probably expand this all and do different components. And keep this going around. So they'll make their way around the whole circle. And then these are going to put in whatever they don't need. So I'm going to take this off actually for a second. And then they're just going to feed out onto a belt. Oh, that's actually... No, that's not going to do the way I wanted. Yeah, because they're going to deposit the stuff on that side. Whereas whenever the grabbers go to put the stuff out, it'll put it on the opposite side. That's right, that's okay now, that's the way we want it. Then we put these here back in. And then the grabbers. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll get that all done in the next episode. So we'll try and get all this stuff flowing around a big circle. Improve on what needs to be done and what needs to be built, and we'll have a whole system. I might actually remove this wall, because since we have explosives we can go on the other side. So on one side we'll have plates and copper, and on the other side will be like components, so we're not blocking the whole thing up. And that's the way we'll focus it. So it's just components will circulate around, And then we can have like some sort of logic if I find out how to do all that. No, that can split all the items around. No, tell it to stop producing here. Do all that, but I'd rather not. I'd rather... I suppose that's what these here are going to be filled with components. That's the whole purpose of doing all this, but we don't want anything to be bottlenecked. We might actually have another conveyor belt going in between, doing different things. I'd try to figure it out in the next episode, or the upcoming episodes. Okay, so that's it for this here. Thanks very much for watching. If you have any comments, any suggestions, do drop them down below, or visit Discord channel that is linked in the description. Do consider subscribing if you haven't done so already. I appreciate all subscribers. And also drop a like as well if you do enjoy the content. It helps me understand which, suppose what content I need to work on, and shows me what it is that people enjoy more of. So do drop a like if you can. But other than that, thanks again for watching. See you in the next one. I would like to give a massive shout out to the channel donators. You help make these videos possible.